Well, good morning, everyone. I'm here with the second chapter of your supplementary book, Moments. The chapter is named as The Adventures of Toto, which is which is presented by one of the finest writers of India, although of British origin. But Ruskin born lived in India, and for him, India is a home. So, this is the story by him, and as you can see, we have many monkeys in the image over here. Yes, the chapter also deals with one such adventure of a monkey. So we are going to read this chapter in detail. Well, I am Ashutosh Singh, your English teacher from New Era Public School, and I'm here to discuss the chapter The Adventures of Toto by Ruskin Bond. Actually, Ruskin Bond was also known as the Indian William Wordsworth. You can easily consider how much he popular was. Ruskin Bond was born in Kasoli. Actually, at that time, British India was under British government. India was under British colony. Hence, it was ruled by them. And hence, at that time, Kasoli lied in Punjab province in the year 1934. He was born to a first-generation British migrant. Bond spent most of his childhood nearby Himalayas. He was brought up at different places that included Jamnagar. Actually, he went there, Jamnagar, Dehradun, and Simla. So, as it was a custom, as every British officer or the son of them, or even from the royal family, has to go to England for primary study. Bond also went over there. After, although he was studying in England, his mind was always resting in India. Actually, he had made an intimate relationship with Himalayas, and hence he longed every time for it. He was very quiet by nature and stays away from the attention of the media in a small hill station in India. Actually, he tries to stay away from the hill stations in India. And when he was asked how he feels living in India, he said it was stressful in practical sense as compared to England. But at the end of the day, India is a home to him. So he used to live here. He enjoys living here. This is a humorous and adventurous story of a naughty monkey named as Toto. The writer's grandfather bought that monkey from a Tonga tribe. Toto used to play many pranks, which has been narrated in this story in an interesting way and make the story a must read for us. The story is about a writer's grandfather who liked to collect animals, and he had his private zoo at home. There were a number of animals like rabbits, tortoise, their donkey Nana, and many other animals. Once he bought a monkey. Actually, he saw that there was a monkey tied near the tonga of a. So he felt very sad for him, and he purchased him from that tonga driver for a sum of 5 rupees. Now, as their grandmother used to make a lot of fuss whenever grandfather used to bring animals, she disliked animals, and that's why it was decided that Toto should be kept as a secret. Once when the grandmother's mood will be correct or good, it will be revealed before her. Now, Toto was very mischievous. When the writer and his grandfather had Toto in a cupboard, what they did? They tied him to a hook. He not only broke the hook, but also caused havoc in the room. Actually, the wall in that cupboard was covered with beautiful piece of paper, decorative pieces of paper. Toto, meanwhile, took out all the plaster from there, took out all those stuck paper from there. The next day, it was decided that he should be kept in the servant's room along with other animals. He also made a lot of noise over there and did not let any animal sleep all night. Now, he was creating a lot of trouble for other animals, and grandfather had to go to Saharanpur for having his pension. He decided to take the monkey along with him. So a strong canvas bag was made and closed the zips nicely so that Toto could not escape. Actually, it was very difficult for Toto to tear up the bag because the bag was very, you can say, it was too strong for him. So Toto was unable to escape by tearing the bag. So Toto made several unsuccessful attempts to get out of the bag, which made the bag jump and roll. As a result, everyone means the fellow passengers of grandfather at the railway station were curious what is happening over there. When they reached the Saharanpur station and grandfather was about to get his ticket checked, Tutu suddenly peeked out of the bag and smiled at the ticket collector. Now, ticket collector, who was having a lot of presence of mind, he found grandfather and said that since you are carrying a dog, you will have to purchase ticket for the dog also. However, grandfather tried his best in order to prove that it was not a dog, it was a monkey, but it was of no use. Ticket collector declared that it was a dog and you have to pay the fee. So, pretty sure grandfather was annoyed. He paid rupees 3 as a fine. In order to take revenge, what grandfather did, he also saw he also had shown his tortoise which was lying in his pocket. He said that if you are fining for every animal, then you must fine it for this tortoise also. The ticket collector took a close look at the tortoise and said, "No, since it is not a dog, we won't fine." Now, when Toto was accepted by grandmother, it was given a place in the stable where, along with the donkey Nana, he used to reside. Toto was never ever able to get along with Nana as well. He didn't. His company was not liked by Nana. One day, while he was eating hay, Toto was carrying. Toto was hanging his rope and was making him not to eat that hay. As a result, the fight was there. Grandfather reached and gave Nana a slap. So from that day onwards, Toto and Nana did not mix longer. Now Toto always enjoyed taking bath in warm water during the winter season. He used to check, there is a water kept in a trough. At first he will check it by his hand, then after that he will put his one leg and then the second, and after that he will plunge into neck deep water and then take a bath. Once he is comfortable, he will apply soap on his body. But one day it had happened that grandmother had kept a kettle on the stove to boil water for tea and for Toto to wash Toto, after finding the boiling water in the utensil in the kettle, he went and removed the lid of the kettle. And after that, finding the water suitable for the bath, he kept himself in the water, plunged himself into the water. For initial moment, it was okay, but as soon as the water gets boiling, Toto felt problems. So, whenever he tried to come out of the kitchen, but when he came out of the kitchen, it was very cold outside. So he once again jumped into that water. In the inside of the water, he felt hot, but when he came out, he felt cold. So that was a problem. After that, grandmother came and he finally took out Toto out of that kettle. Otherwise, he has made him half boiled. One afternoon, grandmother cooked a family meal of pulao. And when everyone went to the dinner table in order to have the dinner, lunch, what they noticed that Toto is having the pulao in his hand, having the dish in his hand, and is eating, is having a handful of pulao in his hand. So he was eating that. Now he threw the empty dish as grandmother screamed at him. He threw one plate towards her as one of the aunt rushed towards her, towards Toto. Toto threw a glass of water at her, and finally he made escape from the window carrying the dish of pulao in his hand. He reached a jackfruit tree, and from there he enjoyed being there for the whole day. Ate the whole meal of pulao. Means he was destined that he was thinking that he will eat every bit of pulao. Finally, he threw the empty dish from the tree as grandmother had screamed at him. He got angry and he threw that empty dish from the tree, and the dish broke into several pieces. So Toto's mischief grew day by day, and grandfathers realized that they could not keep him at home because he thought that they are not well off, and the regular loss of dishes, clothes will not suit their family. Finally, he found the same Tonga driver and sold Toto back to him for a sum of 3 rupees. So, this story is based on the experiences of people who keep animals as pets. The theme thus deals with the outcomes of the interaction between humans and animals. It shows that not all animals can adapt themselves to the human way of life. It requires a great deal of patience and skill to train animals to acquire non destructive behavior. The theme deals with the experience of having a wild animal as a pet. Also, narrator's grandfather brought home a monkey called Toto as he was feeling pity for the monkey. But the monkey created a lot of trouble for its owner, and finally he had to get rid of him. But meanwhile, we should respect animals and try to give them proper comfort. So, this story dealt with the story of an animal lover. Now, students, after going through the text reading, you must watch this video and go with the exercises which is given here. You can pause the video, or even I will provide you the written lessons of this chapter. If any confusion arises, you may consult me, you may ask me on my WhatsApp number. Well, once again, if you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe. And if in case of any query, you can contact me at Ashutosh Singh from New Era Public School. If still any confusion is there, you can call me also.